When I first saw the Sulfur Cube, I kind of thought it was interesting, but then I thought, what if we used it in mini games? So today I'm going to show you 7 possible mini games that we can use the Sulfur Cube for. And stick around to the last one because I surprised myself. Now, I'm not going to lie, when I first saw the Sulfur Cube, I was kind of thinking, this would be amazing to do bowling in Minecraft. But sadly, my original thought for this doesn't work because the Sulfur Cube does not interact with pots. Mojang, if you could make the pots breakable from a Sulfur Cube and also let us dye them, this would be a perfect setup for real bowling in Minecraft. I would love that. So instead, I built this. And just a disclaimer, I am no redstone genius at all. This actually took me a while to build. But I thought this would be a great way to show off how bowling could work as well. So we start with the Sulfur Cube, and I have a piece of chiseled sandstone in there, and it's just going to make it slide on the ice, and it should be able to bounce back depending on how hard we hit it. And yes, I do have rails up. That's how I bowl in real life. So our goal is to get it to hit the pressure plates and light up the copper bulbs as many times as we can within 3 hits. Here we go. So with 1 hit, I only got 1 copper bulb. The only drawback is that sometimes you'll have to grab a lead and bring it back, but it's not that bad. Now I've got 2 more hits. So I'm going to hit it kind of off to this side. I'm going to try to aim for these 3. Okay, so I got 2 more. So far, my total score is 3. We'll just drag the Sulfur Cube back, and I want to kind of try to place him a little more this way. And I want to bounce him off the wall to see if we can get it to rake along those pressure plates. Okay, so within 3 hits, my score is 5. Again, it's not perfect, but I think this is actually a really cool idea to use for a bowling game. If you'd like a tutorial on how I built this, please let me know in the comments down below. It's not too difficult, and once I actually figured out how everything works, I was actually impressed with myself. Next up is everyone's favorite playground game, Tetherball. Now, this is more for show than actually playing because, yeah, it doesn't go all the way around. That's the only drawback, and it doesn't wrap around the fence, but I could see this as a kind of game that you could put into a schoolyard if you were building a school in Minecraft, and just something fun you could do with your friends trying to hit it around and seeing if you can get it to go around to the other side. So yeah, Tetherball. This next one is a shout out to my friend Lily. She's also the one who designed my flying squid t-shirt, which you can purchase down below. But she was always really big into curling, and I think curling is a great game that we could use the Sulfur Cube for. So for this, we just have a track of blue ice and some rails to keep it on par, and we're just going to hit it and see if we can get it into the goal over there. I am not the curling expert, so please don't ask me what the score is, because I don't know. So we'll just give him a hit. And yeah, that went way too far, so I think we lost. If you know curling, let me know in the comments down below. How'd I do? Now, golf has been a game that's been in Minecraft for a while. I think it was mainly used with ender pearls, and then we kind of developed a version that had tritons. But the Sulfur Cube is perfect for golf because we can change exactly how heavy the block is going to be and how it reacts to the environment by changing the blocks within it. So if I give it a good hit and try to get it in a hole-in-one, it's going to go, and it didn't quite make it. Now, I could either hit it and try to get it into the hole, or I could swap it for something else. So let's swap it for something like a stone block and see if that will help us get it in the hole. Not as much, but we did get closer. So you can see where swapping out the blocks kind of acts like the different clubs that you have in golf, like your driver and your putter and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, golf is going to be great in this game. I'm still sad that this version of bowling doesn't work, because this would be perfect. Now, if you've seen Season 2, Episode 4 of Bluey, you know exactly what we're doing here. Racquetball. So continuing on with sports that I have no clue about, I designed this little racquetball court so we can actually play racquetball with the Sulfur Cube. We hit it off the wall, and our goal is to try to get it back. I don't know if this is going to work 100%. If you are a racquetball player, please let me know. But I think this would be really cool to try to get to master and work, because it just kind of bounces everywhere, and that's always what I see happen when I watch people play racquetball, which has happened maybe twice in my life. But yeah, racquetball. So if racquetball is possible, what about volleyball, or even badminton if we're going to use swords. So when thinking about how to use this and get it over the net, I was trying to think of how can we get the Sulfur Cube in the air, and redstone's the only thing I could think of. The only problem with this is, if we launch him up, it's hard to hit him, but once you do, he can either get stuck in the net, or he goes flying in that direction, which honestly, this would work for golf too. But if anyone's got any better ideas of how we could actually launch this guy up and he doesn't go flying, let me know. Really quickly, comment down below, what sport did Michael Jordan leave the NBA for before he came back? That's right. It's baseball. Now, the idea that I have for baseball probably isn't 100% sound, but maybe somebody else can iron it out and get it to work. So here's the pitcher's mound. They'll have the Sulfur Cube up here. They're going to throw it at home base, and someone's going to be at home base ready to swing. Now, this is just for demonstration, so I'm going to move him back to home base. So then our batter is going to come on up, smack that Sulfur Cube, and run to the bases. Now, the problem with that is the Sulfur Cube just kind of stops. He doesn't keep rolling or anything like that. He doesn't go up super high. So maybe we could use the piston for that kind of purpose. But the idea that we could get is we can tag him with a lead and drag him around to tag the person. So you can only tag the person to get them out if you have the Sulfur Cube on a lead. So then boom, you can punch them and all that kind of stuff, but you can't tag them unless you have the Sulfur Cube. But just like in normal baseball, if you get all the way around the bases, that's a home run. Can you tell that I am not the most athletic person in the world? If my wife is watching, she's definitely laughing at me. But yeah, those are some mini games that I thought could be perfect for Minecraft using the Sulfur Cube. But now that I've picked your brain on mini games, maybe you want to see some building. If so, you can check out my Forever World series where I built all of this. And that's linked in the video up in the top right corner. But that's enough on me, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!